soccer's basically taken over the market here these next couple of weekends with College Cup, which is basically the Final Four of college soccer, women's this weekend and the men's next weekend, and then an enormous youth tournament this weekend and next, hosted by NCFC Youth. It's going to be soccer all over the county and all corners for the next 2 weekends.
How special is it to have both women's and men's College Cups here in the same year?
It's a big deal, and it's prestigious for Cary. First of all, in terms of caring and planning and preparations, Cary treats the College Cup like it's Super Bowl. I mean, that's how big it is in Cary. That's how important it is to Cary leadership from the mayor on down. And I'm elated and honored that the NCAA has decided to make Cary the first site ever to host both College Cups in the same city, same stadium on consecutive weekends. So it's a tremendous honor, but I'm not surprised. I mean, Cary's hosted 16 College Cups now. This weekend will be the 17th. And I believe over that time, Cary has really established and cemented its reputation as the capital of collegiate soccer in the United States.
What is it about Cary that makes it such a perfect fit?
I think first of all, it's the people and the service and the hospitality. I mean, Cary and its partners, and in this instance, its partners for this weekend are the UNC Chapel Hill, which is the official host, NCFC Youth, and the Greater Raleigh Sports Alliance. But led by the town of Cary, we really roll out the red carpet in terms of hospitality and above all else, the student-athlete experience. And that's, I know the NCAA prioritizes that, we prioritize it, so we're on the same page. And I think that's a big plus and a major factor for the NCAA. And then beyond the hospitality and the student-athlete experience, the big factors are, I think, the support we get here from the community, the attendance. Friday night's going to be a complete sellout. The vibe, the excitement, the atmosphere around the game, the electricity, and then also you can't overlook the playing surface. And for the coaches and the players, fans may not realize this, but for coaches and players, the playing surface means everything, and they won't find a better playing surface, a better pitch anywhere in America than they will here in Cary at Wakeman Soccer Park.
Now, you're saying that, you know, we're not there yet, but maybe one day down the line, it'd be nice to make this like with the college baseball. I'd make this a permanent home.
So we have talked about that for at least 10 years here, maybe longer, about Cary becoming what is essentially the Omaha of college soccer in the way that Omaha is the home of college baseball World Series year after year. And you know, we have sort of essentially had that because we've hosted it 16 times over the last 20 years. But what we're looking for and what we would like to do and what we're talking with the NCAA about is making Cary the permanent long-term home of college soccer. And we have a lot going in our favor. We're constantly working with the NCAA, selling them on our attributes and on our strengths. And they agree with that and they see it as well. It's just now a matter of coming to an agreement over the next year or two if we can sort of put it in writing for Cary to be the permanent home. And that is the goal, I know, for the town of Cary, for the Greater Raleigh Sports Alliance, and for many of our partners. And I think it's in my opinion, it would be a well-earned and well-deserved goal.
Absolutely. How special is it if you're having this back-to-back weeks? How special is it to have the Carolina women and potentially the Duke men, but for now, we know that the Carolina women will be represented here this week.
Well, we have to plan for this event as if there are going to be no local teams in it. And then we always have to hope that a local team will be in it. And this, so far for the women's event this weekend, we're very fortunate to have UNC here, and the UNC is going to create lots of interest, lots of ticket sales, especially if the UNC advances to Monday night. Friday night's already sold out regardless, but it's wonderful to have a local team here. Next week, like you said, there's a chance that Duke and UNCG are both still in it for the men. So again, we have to plan it for no local teams, but it's always a nice bonus or a boost if there's a regional team that's involved.
And describe to me what the atmosphere is going to be like as far as attendance here Friday night.
Sure. Well, Friday night it's going to be packed. It's going to be overflowing. It'll be standing room only. The place seats 10,000. The 10,000 tickets are sold. I imagine there'll be somehow a few more than 10,000 in here, just sort of jamming their way in, and it will be a great atmosphere. And I'm really thrilled for the student athletes. Because this is the pinnacle for them. And what we pride ourselves on in Cary is that when they show up to play for a national championship, they're playing in front of a sold-out stadium in a full house. And I don't believe they get that anywhere else. The way they can depend on it in Cary to play in front of a sellout. And again, we mentioned the importance of the field and the playing surface, but you cannot underestimate the importance of attendance and fans and excitement and the electricity. And you just want it, it's a national championship, so you want it to feel like a national championship. And that's what we deliver here in Cary every time.
Good deal. That's perfect. Unless there's anything else you want to
The only other thing I would add is we get lots of questions about economic impact and that kind of thing. For the College Cup, the economic impact is important. It's roughly $500,000, and that's nothing to sneeze at. But for the College Cup, in my opinion, this is more about branding and exposure and visibility for the town of Cary, for this venue, and for just further establishing Cary as the home of collegiate soccer in the United States. Separate from the College Cup, but linked closely to the College Cup, is the youth tournament that's in town this weekend, which is NCFC Youth, and it's the Girls College Showcase. There are going to be 552 teams here from around the country, probably about 30,000 total visitors here for the weekend. That event is going to generate around $11 million of direct visitor spending. So we've sort of got the best of both worlds. We've got the College Cup, which is all 3 games on national television, the branding, the media exposure, establishing Cary again as the college soccer capital. And then on the other hand, we've got the youth event, and those youth are going to fill this stadium on Friday night. But the youth tournament is all for us, just in terms of a business sense, it's economic impact and filling our hotels and restaurants with, again, tens of thousands of people in town for girls youth soccer.